Hello. Hello, welcome to class. Today we're going to be doing an intermediate vinyasa flow focused on the core. Before we get into the class, I want to leave a huge thank you and shout out to the yoga space above Baby Elephant Boutique in Siem Reap, Cambodia. That's where we are today, and they were nice enough to let us use their space up here to record this video. So a huge thank you. If you do happen to be in the area and checking out Angkor Wat, you should definitely check out this space. They have all kinds of classes. They're daily and they have drop-ins, all kinds of stuff. So if you ever find yourself in this part of the world, definitely stop by and do a class with them. Okay, so let's get started today at the back of the mat in a comfortable cross-legged position. Whatever works well for you in your body today. We're just going to start with a brief meditation. We're just going to sit here and quiet the mind, slow down the breath. I don't know about you, but prior to the mat, we had to make our way over to the space and then of course set up a whole army of cameras and check everything and go through all of the sort of process to get to actually be able to record. So my mind is racing. Maybe you had a morning routine you've gone through, or maybe it's the evening for you and you've had a busy day. So we're just going to take a moment to ground down and let all that's happened prior to this moment go. Just pay attention to the sounds around you. Start to elongate the breath. Inhales and exhales through your nose. If any thoughts should arise, just observe them like a passing cloud and let them go. And start to walk the hands forward. Just going to take a moment to lower ourselves, maybe open up through the back line a bit by touching the chin to the chest. Focus on the breath. Focus on this moment. Walk the hands back up. We're going to switch the legs now. So whatever leg was in front. I'm in a half Padmasana. If that's available to you, you can take that. If it's not, just take a cross-leg seat that works with your body. Once you've switched, walk the hands forward. Tuck the chin to the chest. Good, let's walk back. One hand at a time. Awesome job. Sit up nice and tall. Take the left hand over top to the right ear. Walk the right hand, the fingertips out to the right as we take a neck stretch. Inhale nice and deep, and as you exhale, just allow for a little bit more space in the neck, through the shoulder. Now let's turn the head to look down at the knee. And release. Bring your head back to center. Lower the left hand. Fingertips out to the side. Switch. Right arm up and over to the left ear. And pull down. Inhale. Exhale and just release. Excellent work. Let's turn the head. Look at the right knee. And release. Head back to center. Right arm down. Let's take the hands out in front of us. As we walk the hands forward, we're going to roll over the legs. Release the cross-legged position and come into a tabletop position. In this tabletop position, we're going to start by warming up the wrists, which is going to be the same, all of my flows. If you're new to the channel, this is the reason that I came to practicing yoga. It was wrist health in the beginning, so I personally always make sure to start with working into the wrists. So we're just taking circles over the wrists. Now we're going to switch. Good. Let's take the hands and turn them so that the fingertips are facing the outside of the mat. And then we're just going to rock back and forth. Left and right. Once more, and now start circling in this position. Forward, be careful, nice and slow, mindful of the wrist. Definitely a sensitive area, so we're just observing, taking it nice, gentle, nice and easy. Switch directions. And now finally, we'll take the fingers and point them towards the knees. If we arrive here, and this is enough for you, then just stay right here. Perfect. But if you have some space still, and you want to go a little bit further, we're going to tuck the toes under at the back, and we're going to lean back into the toes and allow the palms to lift up, making sure that the thumbs stay rooted to the mat. Good. So I personally right now, I'm getting stretched through the wrists, through the palms, but I'm also stretching out through my toes, through the center of my feet. By pushing into the hands and allowing the toes to open up at the back. Good work. Great job. Let's come back up. If we were pressed back, come back to a tabletop position. Release the hands down. We're just going to do the other side now of each hand one at a time. So we'll start with the left. Pick the left up. Put the back of the hand down so that the palm is facing your chest. And then we're just going to shift your body backwards. Good work. Come forwards. Switch hands. Left hand down, right hand up, palm facing the chest, and shift backwards. We're in the warm-up, and there's beads of sweat all over my arms already, as it's probably 35 degrees on this roof in Cambodia today. It's going to be a sweaty one for me. All right, let's come back, tabletop position. Let's start to roll through the spine. Take cat-cow. So we'll start in cow pose, look forward, and roll from the base of the spine into cat. Look to the navel. Roll through the base of the spine once again. Taking each vertebra one at a time. Head is last to lift. Look forward. Drop your chest down into your shoulders and start to roll from the base, gaze towards the navel. Good work. Do this on your own, just moving with your breath. Nice and slow. Move mindfully. Great, we'll do one more cycle. And now we're going to press up and back into our first downward facing dog. So let's all meet there. When we arrive in this downward facing dog, we'll keep our knees bent at first because it is the first of class. And what we can do from here with the knees bent is we'll just pedal out by straightening one at a time and then the other. Right, then left, back and forth. As we sink deeper into this dog, we can also start to lower the chest, stretch out through the shoulders. Good work. Now, after a few rounds of pedaling, we'll just find a stationary, still, downward dog. Take a couple breaths here. And just give the body a few moments to open up into this position. Staying mindful of the breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. If you have Ujjayi, you can take it, of course. Excellent work. Now let's roll through the base of the spine. We're going to create a wave. So press up, the heels in the air, and then we're going to wave through the spine, coming forward nice and slow in control. We're going to arrive in a plank pose. Very good. Now we're going to bend the knees first. Bend the knees. Press back, up, downward facing dog. Try and sink a little bit lower this time. There we go. Same motion. So press up through the toes. Come forward. Wave through the spine. Arrive. Plank pose. Great job. Press back. Bend the knees. Awesome. A little bit lower. Take another wave forward. Arrive in plank. And press back. Start to move with your breath. Forward. And back. Forward. Arrive in plank and press back. Last one. Forward. Arrive in plank this time. In plank, let's stay here. Hold. Just holding our own body weight. A few breaths. Bend the knees, press back, downward facing dog. Great work. Let's come up onto our toes, walk forward, nice and slow. One toe, then the other, all the way to the top of the mat. If you need to bend your knees, that's totally cool. We're coming into ragdoll at the front of the mat. Take a couple deep breaths here in this ragdoll. Tuck the chin to the chest. You can hold your forearms, or you can just let your hands rest on the ground wherever you are. If you need to bend your knees, you can do that too. Whatever suits your body. Just pay attention to the sensations. Let's come up halfway. Palms on the shins. Look down. Take a big inhale with me. And exhale, forward fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, halfway, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Nice job. Now we're going to come up all the way to Tadasana, but we're going to do it nice and slow. Bend into the knees, one vertebra at a time. Let the
Arms hang heavy. Head will be the last to lift. Nice and slow. Good work. Alright. Let's sweep the arms up. Nice and slow in control. Look up. Palms touch. Exhale. Fold forward. All the way down. Good work. Put the palms down. Step back for plank pose. We'll take a chaturanga. Lower all the way down. Touch your body to the ground and press up for cobra. Release out of this cobra, lower down, press back, child's pose. Come forward, take tabletop, and we're going to press up now into a bear pose. So we're just going to lift the knees about an inch off the ground. Now extend the right leg back. Raise the right leg. Now touch the knee to the forehead. Pull through. Straighten. Knee to forehead. Pull through. Inhale to rise. Straighten. Pull through. Do a few more of these. Touch. Straighten. Pull through. That's 5. We're going to do 5 more. Straighten. Make sure you're moving with your breath. This is 6. Pull through. Straighten. 7. Pull through. Straighten. 8. Pull through. Straighten. 9. Pull through. Straighten. And last one. 10. Pull through. Straighten. Hold. Lower the left knee down, followed by the right foot. Good job. Control the breath. If your heart rate has come up, make sure the breath is still long and in control. Now we'll take the left arm up, take a twist. Look up to the ceiling. Left hand down. Now I'm going to kickstand my left leg out to the side. Drop the right heel. Supported side plank. Now with a little bit of force in the left hand, I'm going to press up into gate pose. Press up and back. Gate pose. As you inhale, exhale deep, and find some more space in the left side body. Good job. We'll come back down. Lower into supported side plank once again. Now we're going to take full side plank. Bring the left leg up to meet the right. Good work. Hold here. Just a couple more breaths. Awesome. Lower the right arm down. Forearm side plank on the right. Roll over the legs. Left arm up. Now we're going to drop the left forearm. Come into full forearm plank. Center of the mat. Fire up your core. But control the breath. Stay focused on the body in this moment. Good work. We're going to lower the lower half and press up the upper into a Sphinx pose.
Pull the shoulders back, look forward. Awesome job. Let's press up, take seal pose. Lower out of the seal, we're coming all the way down the mat, and we are taking the right arm out all the way to the right. The left arm is creating a 90-degree angle in the left elbow. We're going to press up and over, swing the leg over the right. So we're going left leg over right. Look up at the ceiling, stretch through the right shoulder. Just using the left arm here to press up and over, stretch through that right shoulder. Good job. Let's release. Come back to center. Excellent work. We're going to press up and back. Knees to the outside of the mat. Child's pose. Now we're getting ready to take on the left side. Same thing. Get the heart rate moving, and then we'll slow it down after. Come back up. Tabletop position. Let's press up into bear. Hold here in bear. Let's press left leg back. Left leg up. Pull through. Move with the breath. Make sure to keep the right knee just about an inch off the ground. I noticed mine came up there. Pull through. This is 2. Straighten. Pull through for 3. Touch. Knee to forehead. Straighten. Pull through for 4. Touch. Straighten. Pull through for 5. Touch. Straighten. Halfway. Here's 6. Touch. Straighten. 7. Touch. Straighten. A little shaky in the arms. We're almost there. 8. Touch. Straighten. 2 more. 9. Touch. Straighten. Last one. 10. Touch. Straighten. Hold. Lower the right knee. Lower the left leg. Control the breath. Take this twist. Right arm up. Look up to the arm. Right arm down. We're going to kickstand the right leg out to the right. Drop the left heel down. Raise the left arm. Supported side plank. Use a little bit of force in the right arm to just press up. Back, gate pose. Gate pose is so good. Find some space in that side body. Breathe deep. It's not yoga without the breath. Excellent. Come back and down. Supported side plank. 1 breath. And we will take side plank. Right foot, left foot stack. I've got a travel mat with me today, so I'm a little bit off the mat because it's very small, but hopefully you aren't too far off the back. If you are, maybe just take a second to adjust. Let's roll now. Left forearm down, rolling over the feet, bringing the right arm up, forearm side plank. Coming to center, right forearm down, forearm full plank. Activate the core. Straighten through the back line, engage the shoulders. Lower your pelvis to the mat. Press up, look forward, staying on the forearms. We're coming into Sphinx. If you have the space, you want to take it, press up into Seal. Lower all the way down to the mat. Left arm straight out to the left. Right arm tucked close to the shoulder. Press with the right arm. Roll with the pelvis. Right leg goes up and over. Shoulder stretch on the left. Look up to the ceiling. Release out of this. Come back to the mat. Let's press back for child's pose at the back of the mat. The beads of sweat have certainly turned into droplets at this point. I'm still 5 degrees under a hot yoga class though, so not too bad. Been a very long time since I've practiced hot yoga. Let's press up through tabletop, coming into downward facing dog. Hop the feet forward to the front of the mat. Hop. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale as we rise all the way up. Bend your knees. Arms up overhead. Extended Tadasana. Palms to heart center. Exhale. Take the arms up one more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Hands down. Hop back. Plank pose. Lower down chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. And back. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Let's take the right leg up. 3-legged dog. Pull the right knee to the right elbow. Hold. Lower the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Nice and slow. Lizard lunge. Take a second to arrive in this lizard. Letting the hips open up. Want to go one extra level here? You can go down onto forearms, or you can also come up onto the blade of the right foot and then go down onto forearms, whichever is easier for you. So I'll demonstrate. Blade, it looks like this, then come down. Otherwise, your foot is flat and you're coming down onto forearms. Lizard lunge, low lizard lunge. This is one of my favorite poses as of late. I find that it's just been really addressing a lot of the areas that I'm trying to work on in my body. Let's lower the knee down, the left knee down, press up onto the hands, circle the right hand. Inhale, circle the right hand back and around, pull the leg in, grab the outside of the left foot, pull it towards you, turn through your upper body, look up at the ceiling. Breathe. If you have the space and you'd like to, sometimes I like to play around here by just coming back on to the left forearm and looking back up to the ceiling.
Excellent work. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter as long as you are breathing and there's a sensation in your body. If you've come down onto your forearm, let's press up, back onto the left hand, release the left leg, circle the right arm back and around to lizard lunge. Press the left knee up, coming into lizard once again. Good work. Now we're going to lift, but we're going to do this mindfully and slowly. This is something I've been working on in my practice. We're going to lift the right leg and slowly move it to the back. The temptation is just to pick it up and put it back there. We're going to resist that temptation the best we can. And we're going to lift and slowly move it to the back of the mat. Good job. Plank pose, hold here. Lower down with strength, chaturanga. Press upward dog, inhale. Exhale back, downward dog. Let's take the right leg, three-legged dog. That is the right again. Pull it forward and through. Place it this time in between the hands, runner's lunge. Good work. We're going to take an easy twist now by raising the right hand up to the sky. Now we're going to lower the right hand, this time inside of the right foot, so that we can drop the left heel down and raise the left arm, taking an extended side angle on the right side. Look up to the ceiling if your neck allows. Make sure that all four corners of both feet are rooted to your mat in this position. Now let's raise slowly, coming up into Warrior Two. Excellent job. Take the gaze over the right fingertips, looking directly in front of you. Couple deep breaths here. Straighten the right leg. Left arm down, back and around the low back. Right arm up. For a extended triangle. Exalted triangle. Probably more accurate to say that. And now we'll come back to triangle. Trikonasana. Make sure you're starting here in the hips. We're shifting in the hips. Then we're lowering the hand on the inside of the right leg. And when you get down there, turn your head if you have the space in your neck. Once again, look up to the ceiling. Good job. Now align your head with your shoulders once again. Lower your bicep over top of your left ear, left bicep to left ear. Looking straight off the left side of the mat. Circling down and around with the left arm. Slowing control, bending into the right knee. Coming to the back of the mat. Skandasana. Taking Anjali Mudra. Hands to heart center. Looking forward. If you need to help your balance, you can put your hands up like this. When I was learning this posture, this really helped. Especially if your butt's sticking out really far. That's kind of where I started, was kind of like this. And then over time, you can learn to sort of center the body more over the heel and the left. Very good. Now if you need to, which I do, we're going to put the hands down and slowly lower onto the butt. And we're going to take the left leg around and over, stacking the left knee on top of the right knee to come into half cow face. Once we arrive here, we're going to raise the arms up overhead with an inhale. We're going to exhale forward, coming over the leg with the upper body and grabbing onto the right foot or grabbing onto the left knee. Sometimes this feels good if I'm really struggling with this posture, or you can do a bit of both where you mix hands in front of you, maybe on the ground, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to take both hands to right foot and nose to left knee today. Now, when I was scripting out this yoga flow, Lizzie and I we weren't too sure about this next transition, so forgive me if it feels a little funny, but we're going to try it here together. We're going to take the left leg up and over, and put the left leg just behind, the left foot just behind the right knee. And from here, I'm going to take my hands behind my butt. I'm going to press forward, coming into a pyramid pose. So like this, I'm just going to press up and forward into pyramid. I haven't seen a transition like that before, but I thought I'd get creative with it today. So we're just folding over this front leg now. Good job. Don't think about bending through the back. Focus on as much of your back line staying straight and folding at the hip crease forward. We want to be bending in the hips here. We don't want to have a big curve in the vertebrae. We want the vertebra mostly straight, really bending into this through the hips. Excellent. Let's take the right arm up for a twist. Right hand down. Let's bend into the front knee. Step back first with the right leg all the way to the back of the mat, then the left. In a plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Chaturanga. Inhale, rise. Upward facing. Exhale, press back. Downward facing. Let's take a child's pose. Take a brief moment there. After that, a lot going on. We're just going to do the left side and then we're winding down from here. Great work. Let's come out of this child, downward facing dog. Left leg up to the sky. Pull that knee forward to meet the left elbow. Not touching, just hovering beside the left elbow. Now lower the foot in control outside of the left hand. Setting up for lizard lunge. Do you need to move around in this position? Take your time to arrive here. Couple breaths. That last downward dog was difficult. The mat's getting pretty slippery underneath me at this point. My hands were kind of tearing forward off the mat. Now we want to lower down onto the forearms, so 2 options. If you're going down, if not, just stay here in this lizard. No worries. But if you want to come down, 2 options. First is pop the hip out to the left, which is going to lift up the left foot onto the outer blade. And then we can lower down. Maybe it gives us a little bit more space. But if not, you can just keep the left foot, all 4 corners rooted down onto the forearms, whatever feels good in your body. Breathe. Excellent. Couple more breaths. Great job. We'll lower the right knee. Press up with the hands. We're going to take an inhale and circle the left hand up, back, and around. Inhale. And then we're going to grab the outer blade of that right foot. Pull the right foot towards you. Great work. Let's turn the head. Look up to the ceiling. This side for me is tighter than the other. You're going to notice those types of things. I imagine a lot of you have, where some days certain sides are a little bit tighter than others. Maybe there is a smidge of unbalance throughout the body that you're using yoga to correct. For me, that is the case. My right arm and right leg are just a little bit more tight than the other side, so it's very important that I focus on trying to align both halves, both hemispheres, right and left to one another, balance out the body, balance out the energy, balance the mind. Good work. Now if you want to, we can lower down onto the right forearm. We're just going to force the right leg to come a little bit closer. Be careful here if you've come down. If it's too much to come down, that's okay, just stay up.
No worries. Just focus on the sensation and breathe. Turn the head, look up to the ceiling or the sky if you're outdoors. Let's press that right arm back up. We're going to release now. Let the right leg come down. Circle the left arm back inside. Back into lizard. Press the right knee up. Let's take lizard lunge one more time. Now, like we did before on the other side, we're going to move mindfully. We're not just going to pick the leg up and quickly sprint it to the back. Although if you need to, that's okay too. But let's do our best here for as long as possible to move the leg slowly with intention. Mindfulness. We'll do a count of 3 here. Let's lift. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. Leg is down. Good job. Cool. Hold this plank. Let's lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Rise. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Good work. 3-legged dog again. Left side. Repeat. Pull the leg forward and through. Runner's lunge on the left. Frame the foot. Good work. Easy twist. Left arm up. Look to the ceiling. Now left arm down. Left hand inside left foot. Drop at the right heel. Extended side ankle. Right hand goes up. Good job. Couple breaths, then we're coming up. Let's raise together. Inhale, rise, warrior 2. Make sure you can look down and see the big toe. You can also see a strong 90-degree angle in the left leg. Look forward now, over top of the left middle finger. Keep the gaze on the wall in front of you. A couple breaths. Drop the shoulders. Relax, stay strong. Straighten the left leg. Coming back for exalted triangle, left arm up. Bend back, open up through the left side body. Let's come back. And now we're going to take Trikonasana. Bend into the left outer hip. Bend, left arm down. Lowers, right arm up. Turn the head to the right, look up at the ceiling or sky. Good job, breathe. Turn the head now to look off. Gaze is looking off the right side of the mat. Right bicep, right ear. We're going to circle the right arm down and around and come into Skandasana at the back of the mat. Once again, you can use your... Well, I didn't mention this on the other side, but if you come to the Skandasana and you cannot get your heel down and you look like this is totally okay. This is where you start learning this pose. If this is new for your practice, for your body, that's totally cool. Stay there. Okay? If you can start to get the right heel down, we can play with it, experiment with it, use the arms out in front of you to counter the balance. It's going to really help in learning this. And then the third and final step of this pose, Anjali Mudra, both hands to heart center. Drop your weight into your butt and look forward. Good job. Skandasana to the right. Now if you need to, like I'm going to, you can take your hands down behind you and lower down your butt onto the mat. We're going to pick the right foot up, slowly in control. Take the right foot over the left leg. We're dropping the right knee onto the left knee, setting up for a half cow face on the left. Let's inhale, arms both up. Lower. Where the arms fall, up to you. I'm going to take one to my knee, one to my foot here today, on this side. And breathe. With each inhale, fill yourself up. And exhale, find a little bit more space in this fold.
Focus on the sensations in the body. Send your breath there. In my meditation, one of the goals for my practice is to bring myself back to the present moment. Sometimes I get really far from it, worrying about the future or facing things in the past. While these places need to be acknowledged in their own space and time, inside of a meditation, I do my best to allow these thoughts to arise, let them go, and find my way back to the present moment. Here in this present moment, let the sensation be what anchors you here. Focus on that sensation and just breathe. Imagine as you inhale, the breath is moving through the body into the region where you're feeling that sensation, and then exhale to find a little bit more space, and in this case, fold a little bit deeper. We're not forcing, we're not pushing, we're just allowing. Awesome, Mark. Just a couple more breaths here. Now let's take that funky transition into pyramid. We're going to bring the right foot slightly behind the left knee. Both arms down and behind you. Press up. Walk the hands forward. You can come onto, I got my heel up here on the right. That's totally cool. Press up and come into a forward fold over the left leg in this pyramid position. Good job. Hands down. Tuck the chin to the chest. Fold forward. Just as I said on the other side, we're not folding, we're not bending in the back line. As little as possible we are, but the real focus here is to bend and allow the fold to come from the hips, the hip crease. Excellent work. Let's lift the left arm up, take a twist, look up to the ceiling. Make sure both heels stay down. Bring the left arm down on the outside of the left foot, right arm down as well. Bend into the knees, left leg back all the way to the back, followed by the right leg all the way to the back. Hold in this plank position. From here, we're just slowing down. Good work. Take a couple breaths. Let's take one big inhale together and lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. We're going to hold in this upward facing dog. Exhale here. A couple breaths in this upward facing. So quickly moving through chaturanga to up to down, we forget about this upward. So let's just take a moment to acknowledge this position. Good job. Roll over the tops of the toes. Nice and slow and control. Press back. Downward facing dog. Let's step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, and then right foot outside, right hand. Now we're going to lower the butt down. Take Anjali Mudra, heart center, palms together. Sit back into your Malasana position. Good job. Let's bring the hands forward onto the ground, and we're just going to press up. And as we press up, we'll come kind of where I am right now, but halfway up. Lift the right toes, put the hand underneath it. Same thing on the other side. Left toes up, hand underneath it. Press back into gorilla pose. My hands are nice and sweaty. They're slipping out. There we go. It's better. Let's release out of gorilla. Hands heart center. Press back again. Malasana. Excellent job. Just in our couple breaths here.
Release Anjali, hands behind you, lower down all the way onto the mat for half Shavasana. Bring the heels in towards your butt. We're going to lift up the left leg, place the left ankle over top of the right, figure 4 on the right, pull through. Keeping the toes flexed, pointed towards the knees in both the right and left leg to protect the knee in this position. Good job, let's release this. Now we're going to just put the right foot down, keep this cross as is, hands out to a T. There's a few options here. One is you can just drop the legs in this position, or I'm going to take it a little bit further just by locking the knees, sliding the left leg so that the knee is touching the right, and then I'm just going to twist to the right side and look to the left. You can use the right arm if you need on either the knees and just help to bring them back up to center. We're going to release now. Take something symmetrical. We're going to come into bridge pose. So press up and clasp the hands underneath. Come onto your shoulders. If you want to go real far, you can press up onto the toes. Bridge pose. Hold. And let's release, lower down. Take the right leg, right ankle, over top of left knee. Pull towards you, arms through. Figure 4 on the right side now. Lower back, shoulders on the mat. Let's lower that leg down, foot touches the mat. I'm going to slide the right leg over or just drop from here. This is what dropping from here looks like. So you can come into that position, okay? Arms out to a T, look to the right, that totally works. Or if you want to go a little bit further, we're just sliding the leg so that the knee is on top of the other knee. Shift the hips slightly, roll to the left in the legs, arms out to a T, roll the right, head to the right. Let's lift the legs now. Use the left arm to bring the legs back to center. Unravel them. We're going to take bridge pose again, or if you want, we can come up into bridge and then from bridge, hands behind your head like this, and we're going to press up into full wheel. You can come up with me or you can go to bridge. My hands are slipping because of the sweat. There we go.
Okay, let's lower down. Excellent job. Take our right hand onto our solar plexus, left hand onto heart, heels together. Open Supta Konasana. Couple breaths here and we'll straighten out into corpse for Shavasana. Now if you want to, you can straighten out into a traditional Savasana shape, which is just a corpse pose, all limbs straight and relaxed, or you can stay here in this Supta Konasana variation. I'm going to stay here today. Now we're going to sink together into this final meditation here on our backs at the end of class. All the work is done. Be grateful for showing up today and taking time to take care of yourself, to spend time with your human animal here on the mat, and to do what you need to do to be able to show up for all the things that you need to show up for in your life from a more balanced, mindful, positive perspective, thanks to the work that we do here on the mat. The real practice begins when the practice ends. Take a big inhale. Top of your lungs. Exhale, let it go. One more inhale, top of your lungs. Exhale with a sound. Lindsay just alerted me that my main camera is about to overheat in this sweltering Cambodia weather, so I'm going to cut this meditation a tad bit short today. If you're in Supta Konasana, start to bring your legs together. If you're in Shavasana, corpse pose, we're going to roll onto the right, come into a fetal position on the right, use your right bicep as a pillow, left arm now, press it down and up. Use both arms, rise, come into a seated cross-legged position at the top of the mat. I'm going to turn to face all of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me today. I really appreciate you showing up and sharing this practice with me. If you're new here and you enjoyed, please leave a comment to let me know how you found the class. Leave a like, press subscribe. All those things really go a long way to help a brand new channel like this one. And let me know in the comment section what kind of flows you'd like to see more of in the future. So with all that said, the light in me sees and honors the light in all of you. We're going to inhale, hands up, over, palm center. Let's say together the words Namaste and bow.